Hey guys, welcome to the TechSource.tv. My name is Dan, and today on the TechSource we have the Respire series of CPU coolers from NZXT. It just got announced. Now you've already seen these on our TechSource news show, and they're pretty cool looking units. Now this is filmed before the news show, so it's kind of like, yeah. But anyways, you've already seen these on the news show, and now I'm going to unbox them and show you guys them again in a little more depth, and then after I'm going to review them as well and put them up against some of the bigger coolers that are up there. And also, if we do get some of their liquid coolers soon, we'll compare them as well. So stick around, guys. We're going to be unboxing the T40 and the T20. Okay, so let's unbox the Respire T20 and T40. I'm going to start with the T20. I also brought out the Havoc 140 as well as for note of comparison. Now this is a little bit older of a CPU cooler, but man, does this thing still perform really good. It's got 140mm fans. Now these are both 120mm fan units with direct heat pipe touch. Now this has a copper base and nickel plated, so they're a little different, but just wanted to give you guys also, this is another NZXT cooler that they have, so we'll all open that up once we have these open. So let's start with the T20 and get my small tiny scissors here and unbox this one. So let's see some, I'm going to get the plastic off this one here. I'm going to read off some of the specifications of the T20. Now the T20 uses aluminum fins with copper heat pipes. And it has, just going down here, reading the specs, it's got a fan that can speed up to 1800 RPM, or a low speed of the fan going down to 1300 RPM with low noise adapter. As well as the fan can push up to 68 CFM, and a static pressure of 2.26, or 7.17 mmH2O. So that's kind of cool. It is a 3-pin adapter. Has a 2-year warranty on it, and the entire unit measures up to 160 millimeters in height, along with 124 millimeters in width. So I'll make a close-in shot of both the sides of these boxes so you guys can really see the details. And as well as has a RAM clearance of 35 millimeters, and the whole unit is actually 65 millimeters wide with a single fan configuration. So that's pretty cool. Other cool notes about the box is nice styling, easy to read. So let's pull it out. Leave the box there. So we have our manual, we have our bag of goodies, and he has a Zic cooler. So that's cool. As well as there is a protective plastic on the bottom, so don't worry, I am not wrecking the cooler. This is quite a small cooler for being 120 mil. And here's our backplate. So now this looks like a universal black backplate that will work for Intel and AMD purposes. As you can tell, here's I think these are the Intel ones, and then this is the AMD, the longer ones. So that's good to see. On the box, it should say what mounting setup. Oh yeah, here we go. I'm just going to quickly read off the different CPU coolers you can mount. It's CPUs you can mount this on, so sockets. And it's the same for the T40. So the T20 and T40 can mount on LGA 2011, 1366, 1156, 1155, and 775. So those are your Intel ones. You're on your AMD platform, you got FM1, AM3+, AM3, AM2+, AM2 CPUs. I wouldn't doubt as well as you can mount on socket 939 if anyone's actually still running 939. So this is the T20. As you can see, it's not a very big CPU cooler. It's quite small in form factor. If anything, I would compare this closer to a Corsair A50. That was their smaller one. This I think is still a tad smaller. It's not nearly as thick, but still for 100, this gives you good, because it's 120. You get still good surface area. You're not going to get crazy overclocking out of this, but it will provide you better than stock temperatures for sure, and give you a little bit of maybe more than a little bit of, quite a bit of overclocking headroom. So just because you got a lot more surface area over a stock one, and as well as you're going to have a quieter operation because you have a bigger fan. As well as we have the 3 heat pipes on this bad boy here. Now the heat pipes are 6mm thick each, so they're not the thickest. Actually, there's two 6mm ones and one 8mm one. So there's one thick one and two smaller ones. So there's 3 in total. Here's the bottom of it. Not bad. And on the top it says NZXT and shows the airflow, which goes this way. We have a nicely braided cable with our power out. So that's really nice. Okay, so we're done looking at that overall. And here's our mounting system. And here's our bag of accessories. So I'll just quickly take them out. We have our mounting bracket that says NZXT on it. Let's hold it the right way. There you go. That looks cool. We have another bracket. Another bracket. Bracket. Low noise adapter in black with more black. We have bag of screws. Another bracket. More screws. And a little pouch of thermal paste. I would like to see it in a tube. Do I have it on hand? Something like this. It's a lot nicer to use, and also you get a lot more, but it's okay. The Havoc did come like that, so. But this will probably be good for a little bit more than one application, but even then, you only really use a pea size worth of thermal gel when you do apply. So I'm going to quickly go ahead, package all this up. Now, I wouldn't doubt all the mounting hardware is going to be the same in the T40. So that doesn't go in there. And as well as here's the manual for it. So it comes in probably a few languages. Yeah, it's quite a few languages. Looks like it's pretty easy to read. This is the Intel side. No, wait. Yes, this is your Intel side, and this is your AMD side. So that's really cool. And it'll probably say, you know, box contents, things like that, to make sure, you know, double check when you get your unit. Make sure everything is in the box. You never want to buy something and then go start mounting it, and all of a sudden it's like, oh man, this part's missing. It's the worst feeling ever. I've had that happen. I don't know how many times with various things. It's the worst feeling ever. I've had it happen at work many times. So, anyways, now here's the T40, same mounting bracket. It's got 4 heat pipes instead. So, coming out the top, you got 8. So, total of 4 heat pipes in this beast. Now we have 2 8mm ones and 2 6mm. Or no, you got 8mm all the way through on this beast. And that's pretty good. So we got 4 8mm heat pipes on this. Direct heat pipe touch. So that's good. So the heat pipes come in direct contact to your CPU. About the same density of fins, but they're a lot bigger. Look at the size difference. It's almost like 1.5 of a T20, the T40. So it's quite a bit bigger. Does come with the same fan. They're exactly the same size, same fan. If you want, the T40 does include brackets to do a push-pull configuration, which will get you better temps, and we'll test that. I'll pull the fan off this one and toss it on this and see how it is with these fans, and as well as I'll try it out with some different fans too, like some Noctua fans and Gentle Typhoons. So I find those are always the best performers out of any other fan I've tested. So definitely with the Gentle Typhoons and definitely with some Noctua NFF fans. As well as we got the same bag of goodies, same thermal gel, except for the only difference is you get the brackets to do a push-pull if you want. And the same instructions as well. The only difference is it'll probably show you how to install the rear fan. And as well, the same low noise adapter. So basically these two coolers are pretty much the same. Just one's bigger than the other, which is to be expected. Now I'm just going to quickly pull out for you guys the Havoc 140, just for a note of comparison, if you haven't already seen our review on it. So here's the fans it uses. These are 140mm fans. Quite different, but still the same color scheme. You know, white, black frames, something NZXT does. So while you get a second one, so that's the main difference. That's another big difference. You get 140mm fans and 2 of them. So that's cool. Anyways. So I'll just show you a comparison in size. Now this one has 6 heat pipes in total. 6. This only has 4. So, but about the same surface area, about the same density of rads. But this is a lot heavier. This is a lot beefier of a cooler. But still, when I do the review for these coolers, I'm gonna compare it against the NZXT Havoc as well as a Noctua D14 and maybe the Fantex one. I'm still waiting on something for that. So, anyways, guys, this is our quick look at the Respire T20 and T40 CPU coolers from NZXT. If you want to find more information about them, there's a link in the description going over to NZXT's website. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching this video of the TechSource.tv unboxing / quick look edition. If you like what you're watching, please remember to subscribe to this channel, like our video, and as always, please remember to check out our Facebook page so you can like our Facebook page, follow our Twitter, and also subscribe to the YouTube channel. See you guys next time on the TechSource.tv. CPU coolers.